Hey everyone, happy Saturday to you. Well, technically it's Friday, but when you guys see this, it'll be Saturday morning. I'm here with week 8. I think it's week 8 of the Crazy Color Collab with Poetspice here on YouTube. And I'm here to share my projects that I created on spring break. So I did a little bit of coloring, and yeah, I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to share, I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm going to do a little bit of coloring too. So let me share what I created. So I tried to create a set of cards, but something always happens. Sometimes it's always one that gets messed up. So here's the first one. This is using my very favorite method of my distress inks, and that is the spring flowers from Simon Says Stamp. And yeah, so that's how that one came out. Here's another one. I did some masking on these two, so, and here is this one. So I thought those came out really cute. And then I did these. So this is the oh my gosh, I'm not going to remember the name of the flower. It's not a lily. Tulip. These are tulips. And I colored these using my Zig Clean Clear. These guys. Zig Clean Clear Real Brush Markers. So, and this is what I'm going to color in a few minutes. So I have this one, and this one, and this one. I love the purple. I just don't like that the blue is peeking out in the purple. And then I did this one. So I'm going to actually show you the method that I used to color, and I'm hoping that I can, this will come in just a little more so you guys can see. So this time I am using my Clean Clear Real Brush Markers and a water brush. This is a Karataki water brush. I probably ordered off of Amazon. And the process is not mine. I watched several videos. I watch a lot of videos, of course. Most of us do. And one of the card makers that I enjoy watching is Nicole McGorrick. And she mentioned this process on her video. And so I watched a couple of her videos. She did a tulip. So of course that's why I have the tulip stamp, because Nicole McGorrick did a video on it. And it was like gorgeous. So I had to get it and try to make it gorgeous myself. And I'm kind of excited because it kind of does look like what hers looks like. Even though it's not exactly like that. But it did come out really good. So I was really kind of impressed. So I'm going to go take you through that process. So what I already did was I used my embossing buddy, and then I stamped the tulip image in embossing ink, and then I put white embossing powder on it, heated it up, and that was that. Then I've taped my paper down to this board. And I'm using Strathmore Bristol Smooth paper. You can pick it up at Michael's. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is, I hope you guys stay in frame. That's important. Okay. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a section at a time, which will be a little hard for you guys to see because it is white on white. But I am going to color in about half of the section that I'm working on with my real brush marker. About half. I'm just going to do the tulips. I'm not going to do the greenery. Ouch. And then I'm going to take my darkest color and I'm just going to go around the outside of the image, the part of the image. I'm going to take my medium color. I'm just going to start blending that away from the edge. I don't want to get my head all the way go up in there, but away from the edge of it. Just like that, and blend it down. Then I'm going to get my water brush marker and blend it all the way down here like this. Make it move just a little more blending, and then yep. So that's it. So then I'm gonna do another section. I'm gonna start with my lightest color, like I said, and I'm gonna color in about half of the section that I'm working on. Get my darkest color, go around the edge, then take my medium color, and let's blend it out some, and then take my watercolor, and let's get it all the way down to the edge. Like that. And the process is the same. Hopefully my head is not in the frame. It shouldn't be, but the process for it is the same all the way around. So I did this with those flowers, and it took almost all day, which I don't mind because I was watching videos and things, but it's a long process. Someone had posted on Facebook about selling her cards that she had taken, you know, such a long time to think of it and plan it out and then actually create the card, and you know, how do you price that? How do you sell that? And what I will say, I know what we all know as crafters is there's sometimes where when you create something that the price that it's worth, you'll never get. If you were to clock your time, even if you clocked your time at $5 an hour, which is what, way below minimum wage, I think, you still wouldn't get that. Let's say it took you 4 hours to create a card, which sometimes, you know, it does. By the time you know, think of it, or you do a set of cards, whatever, and let's say it took 3 hours, and you decided you want to charge yourself minimum wage for your efforts and your work, not to mention your materials and supplies. That's at the bottom. That's $15, right? No one's gonna pay $15 for a card, not at all. So sometimes you have to like give them to people who you know will appreciate them, and sometimes you have to take, you know, a lower cut. But what I have decided that what I don't plan to do is to charge anything less than $5 or $6 for my cards, because especially my watercolor cards, because it is too much work. It's too much work. It's too much time. It's too much energy. Granted, you love it and you're having a good time with it, But I'm not underselling my product anymore. And if you don't want to pay that, then I'm going to politely suggest you go to Hallmark and get one of their cards, because then, or the dollar store, because I think that's sometimes where people are most comfortable, you know, because it's handmade, it's hand created, it's hand stamped, it's hand everything, and so it's not the same as going to Hallmark, you know. So that's my little opinion about that. Either you do it out of the kindness of your heart, or you set a price, and if you get it and they buy it, good. If they don't buy it, you're still good, because it could sit in my room and look pretty, but I'm not going to sell it for way under what I think is worth. So anyway, here is the tulip. And yeah, that's it. So that's how I did that. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Hopefully I didn't babble on too much, although I do believe what I said. I'm no longer underselling my products, my cards. So anyway, thank you very much for stopping by. And again, I hope that was helpful to some people out there. And make sure that you check out all the ladies down below in the color collab with Poetspice here on YouTube. You guys have a fabulous Saturday, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you soon.